Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as a quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Shotgun now with Purdy. Dancing to his left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Purdy from the gun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Open man, there's Bobo. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Gino now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Let's go, baby. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's run. Y'all got time. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game,
It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running back, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Third down and 1. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Jones has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Again, it's Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down. This time it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 54 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Jamal Agnew. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Jags have taken the lead here in this third quarter. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more speed.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. Able to find Komet. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields. And again back to Komet. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's 2nd down. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Here's 1st and goal. All eyes on Fields. This is caught. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second and goal from the 1. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So overtime on the horizon. ties, and barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give left side here for Herbert.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. First throw in overtime by Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Fields. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Herbert powering up the middle, and that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
A loss of 1 on the play. Makes it 3rd and 17.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the draw, here's Lawrence. And tough going there as they'll only get it up to about the 31.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, if that's on target, this game's over. He let him just a little bit too much. And if they don't go on to win this one, that's a play that'll be discussed around the city and on talk shows all week long.
Here's Logan Cook now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And the defense here giving him no recourse but to get out of bounds after a gain of just a yard. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Able to slither by. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll lose lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll run with ETN. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Dances by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Bucks and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just a complete pass.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
A big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
That's right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Demario Davis there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. White.
is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Carr now on first down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6.
To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Carr now on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Vita Vea.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go with White on the counter.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Quick throw there is incomplete. But right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Carr throwing on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Here's Carr.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3. They got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens coming up next.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Howell, first play, going to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Howell.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. We're scoreless after 1.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now trying to pick it up on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down, Howell to throw.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Howell throwing on third down here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Howell down to throw it. He's got the first down and more than that.
And down to the 28-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
This will be caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Faking the handoff. Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Cole Turner
from 3 yards out.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Let's go right here. Rock and roll, man. Let's go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Second down and 3. And Howe will throw it.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Howell. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play?
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports
We were certainly treated to an entertaining
Coach.
first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson to throw.
It's caught by Aguilar.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Throwing, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Jackson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
This is 3rd and goal. Now Jackson.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line.
Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the cards and the pack. And it's all up next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Love, they go play action now. And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Play action this time with Love. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. A short throw to Musgrave.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
2nd down and 8.
Going back to Love. That is caught inside the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal from the 3.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave
from 3 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Murray now to throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, it's Murray. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Now Murray goes right back to McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Cardinals.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And Greg Dortch now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Murray getting this complete to Connor. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
At the 37-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5. Back to throw. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Murray to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
This is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Arizona.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Prater for the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down 10-7, a little over 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Love looking to throw it. That is incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Four quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've got fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
Now Love. He's got the hookup with Dobbs.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. On 1st and 10, Love.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives it a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Love looking to throw it. Going to go down, sacked right around the 17. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On second down, it's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Murray going to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray to air it out again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
And the Packers are going to win this football game here in overtime.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans, and it comes your way next.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, There are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Levis sets up to throw here. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Harvey sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Levis now on 1st and 10. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll throw it again with Levis. What a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, one possession, one drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll throw now on the final play. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime in what was obviously a very fast-moving first half of play. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it. Minshew.
is caught. Michael Pittman with it. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now Minshew. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
This one, no doubt, important for Matt Gay. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Levis to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here's 1st down. Here's Levis.
Buying time to his left.
From here on, any score could be the winning run, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Levis. He's got Henry. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw, Levis.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with an option left.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out come the Titans now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 1st and 10, it's Levis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Levis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
And his throw here is incomplete. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Levis to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Now a 1st throw here in overtime.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. First and 10, Taylor now.
He juked him, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Minshew. Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
He'll be taken down at the 33 and pick up of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
Here's Minshew.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this one is incomplete.
This
certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least 1 more OT to decide it after this. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from now.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. All that and more coming up next.
Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Stroud working out of the gun.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Noah Brown from 3 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he's a young man who always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Zappi back to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Looking to throw, Zappi. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Desmond King deep for Houston.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Zappe looking to throw it on first down.
Short pass caught by Henry. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Elliott running right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. And Zappe to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough.
1st and 10, Zappe.
It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Zappe.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here's 1st and 10. Zappe to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Zappe's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Zappe. Open man down the field is Henry.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for a silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Zappe to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now Zappe.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Now Zappi.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here it is, 4th and goal. Zappi to throw.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, they felt like this is all we've got left. We've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's coming up next.
Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he returns this to the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to Swift again on second down. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to his left.
Oh, good move.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jakeem Grant. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. They run it again with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. For Kidder here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 13-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 14-7. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Completes to Njoku.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Watson. Into the hands of Cooper.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
To throw, Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Watson to throw.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Now 1st and goal. Watson.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here's Watson.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now Watson. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Watson.
Flushed out, and he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football, and they remain down by a point.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, babe. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos coming up next.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Second down, Stidham to throw. He completes this to Sutton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise, I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion goes Patrick. Stidham sets to throw on first. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Stidham. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Screen play set up for Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball.